We're not going to agree on every issue, but we don't need Russian interference in the middle of our disagreement.
On the other hand, this is continuing even within these last several days in the aftermath of the Florida shooting. Does that discourage you? Or to put it another way, is there a certain level of this that Americans maybe just need to get used to?
So we will get used to it over the years, and one of the other things that can be of greatest benefit is identifying what it looks like and where it comes from in the past, so people can see it. When you come through the grocery store line and you see the tabloids that are there, and you see the headlines, you understand they're just tabloids and they're just putting out sensational information, and you don't treat it the same as you do a Wall Street Journal or New York Times or other periodical that's a reputable periodical. We need to be able to gain that ability with what we're seeing online and identify that, hey, that's just Russian noise, and we can blow it off.
We've been talking about steps you would like to see social media companies take. What about steps the government should take? And let me start at the top. We mentioned the Robert Mueller indictment came out on Friday, charged 13 Russians and 3 companies for interfering in the 2016 election. President Trump has not come out following that and condemned Russian interference. Does that bother you?
Well, I would certainly hope that he would do that when all the information is out and the indictments are done, because there's no question that the Russians worked to interfere in our election.
And this is a 37-page indictment that does lay out a lot of facts and specific details. Do you have any insight into why President Trump has not come out and condemned?
You know, I don't know. I have heard President Trump speak about his frustration that some of the media try to make it appear that the only reason he won the election is because of Russian interference. I don't believe that, so Mueller is not saying that. No one is trying to accuse of any votes being shifted, but there's also a reality. They were engaged in the election as far back as 2014. They were actively working against Hillary Clinton, but they were working for, obviously, Trump. They were working for Jill Stein and the Green Party candidate. They were working for Bernie Sanders. They were doing everything they could to be able to raise volume and to be able to increase any kind of reach of anyone that they thought was going to be divisive.
Senator, President Trump has also tweeted a couple of things that could be read as critical of the Russia probes that are underway, including the one that you're working on with the Senate Intelligence Committee. He tweeted over the weekend about, quote, all the committee hearings and investigations, and then he added, and excuse my language, but he added, quote, they are laughing their asses off in Moscow. Get smart, America. He seems to be suggesting the Russia probe should end. What's your response?
Well, I would hope that's not so. I think the Russia probe should end when all the evidence is in and is done, and we can wrap up and give a complete report, because this benefits the future of the country. Again, the intelligence services saw some of these things as far back as 2014. There wasn't a reaction from the previous administration. There wasn't an aggressive confrontation with the Russians on this behind the scenes and to say, knock it off, other than just a verbal statement. We need to learn from that and to be able to know what do we need to do to protect our election security in the future. How can we confront this in the days ahead, and what lessons can we learn? That can only be done once we complete the report and get it all out there in the public.
Senator Lankford, thanks very much.
I'm glad to be able to be with you.
James Lankford, Republican from Oklahoma and a member of the Senate Intelligence Committee.
To northeast Nigeria, where scores of schoolgirls are missing after an attack at their boarding school this week. Families fear they were taken by Boko Haram militants. If confirmed, this would be the largest abduction of children since the insurgents seized nearly 300 schoolgirls in Chibok in 2014, sparking the Bring Back Our Girls movement. For the latest on this incident, we reached out to NPR's Afebia Quist-Arcton.
Greetings.
What more can you tell us about this abduction?
Well, we're told it was Monday night in Dapchi in Yobe State, also in northeast Nigeria, at the government girls' school, and that 12 vehicles carrying suspected Boko Haram insurgents drove into the school compound, opened fire, and initially we were told by the authorities and the police that it seemed that these suspected insurgents were in search of food and looted the food store, and that they weren't going for girls and teachers who apparently fled into the bush because they heard them coming.
I can imagine there's a lot of unease in Nigeria right now. How are people there reacting?
The families are absolutely desperate because fathers and mothers have told journalists that they saw girls being herded onto a track. Of course, this is what everybody heard about during the Chibok abductions 4 years ago. So there is great fear that Americans may be missing and may have been abducted. Nigeria will not be able to believe that this might happen all over again.
The Nigerian government says it has defeated Boko Haram. Clearly, the group is not altogether gone. How much of a threat is it right now?
Well, if this is confirmed and that there have been abductions, although the authorities were very reluctant to call it a mass abduction, then Ari, we must say that Boko Haram is still active. It's true that Boko Haram insurgents have now been pushed out of most of their strongholds, but there are still attacks. And if this is confirmed, although it's a sketchy picture emerging from Dapchi at the moment, then we know that Boko Haram still is able to attack at will.
That was NPR's Fabia Quistarton at her base in Dakar, Senegal, and we are just hearing reports that the Nigerian military has rescued 76 girls and recovered the bodies of 2 others. You're listening to All Things Considered from NPR News. At the Winter Olympics in South Korea, it has been a day of historic highs and lows for the United States. American women won a first ever medal in cross-country skiing, stunning a sport that's usually dominated by Norwegians, Finns, and Swedes. Not such happy news in the world of women's figure skating, which Americans have dominated for years, but not today. From Pyeongchang, NPR's Tom Goldman reports.
We're going to start with the bad news, and sorry, it's historically bad. Since 1976, Olympic ladies figure skating competitions have included the roughly 2.5-minute short program. It's not as long or important as the free skate that comes later, but it's still significant for putting skaters in position to medal. And in those 42 years of Olympic short programs, American women have never done as badly as today. That's the groan interrupting pretty music as Marrero of the U.S. fell during a performance that left her in 9th place. Last year's U.S. national champion, Karen Chen, stumbled on one of her jumps. She finished 10th.
I guess I just felt the pressure and I felt nervous.
This year's U.S. national champion, Brady Tennell, who rarely falls in competition, did. She finished 11th.
I could tell that something was just a little off. You know, things happen. We're all human. We make mistakes. So you just got to get up and keep going.
But back to Nagasu's fall. It was significant because it was on a jump that's not just any jump. It was Nagasu's triple axel. She's the only skater in the competition doing it. Last week in the team event, she became the first American woman ever to land the difficult maneuver in the Olympics. It's 3.5 revolutions in the air and the only jump where a skater takes off going forward. After working on it tirelessly, Nagasu has made it her own, for better or for worse.
I wish I could land it perfectly every time, but it's still a new jump, and even the best skaters make mistakes, and so I like to think of myself as one of the best, but I just made a little tiny error today.
Nagasu can't afford tiny or any size errors in Friday's free skate if she wants to vault up the standings and maybe even challenge for a medal. The top 2 spots will be tough for anyone to touch. 15-year-old Alina Zagitova and 18-year-old Yevgenia Medvedeva, both Russian, are 1 and 2. The precocious Zagitova employs her own special jumping strategy. She backloads her jumps to the second half of her programs, which earns her more points. Nagasu's coach Tom Zakrajcik is impressed.
Your heart rate maxes out at 115. You've got lactic acid in your muscles pretty much from that point on. And to jump and jump well and cleanly when you're fatigued is wicked hard.
You know what else is hard? Cross-country skiing, which brings us to our good news. 5-time Olympian Keegan Randall has heard the cheers so many times, like tonight, at Olympic cross-country races. Cheers that almost always ended with a consoling pat on the back. This time, though, the cheers didn't end.
In first place, Team United States of
Randall, 35, and her teammate, Jessie Diggins, raised their arms to history. They won the team sprint free final, the first Olympic cross-country medal ever for U.S. women. Said Randall, "It still doesn't feel real. It's what I've been working on